Alola everyone, it's your boy The Munch here with another episode of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and today we've got yet another title defense. So we're here atop of Mount Lanakila at the Alola Regions Pokemon League, and we're gonna head up to our throne, our seat that will reveal who our challenger is going to be today. And as you guys can probably see from the title and thumbnail, it is none other than the Aether Foundation's very own Branch Chief, Faba. We haven't heard from him in quite a while, but he is definitely the psychic type user of Alola, or I guess the psychic master, or the closest thing there is to it. So we're going to be taking him on today, and as with the previous episodes, we've actually got a special team to check out as well. The team from my Pokemon Platinum playthrough, which was now so long ago, but I wanted to do one more throwback team here, and we're going to start off with Cool Whip the Drifblim, as you can see with the Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt. Pretty powerful stuff. I think is going to be one of the main Pokemon we use against Faba, since of course he does use psychic Pokemon. But on this Platinum team, we also had Quaker the Hippowdon. I actually had a pretty weird team for this game as well. I feel like I don't remember my teams all that well, even though I guess it was a really long time ago, so I could have forgotten them by now. But pretty awesome Pokemon here. We've got Empoleon, Pacific with a Scald and Toxic. I actually don't even remember having an Empoleon, honestly. The moves are of course a little bit updated because back in the day in Platinum we didn't have Scald, but I guess we do nowadays. Anyway, Vanilla is going to be up next, the Weavile, one of my favorite Pokemon here, and pretty awesome in this game. Has some new moves as well that I guess he didn't have back in the day in Platinum, at least I think. Maybe Knockoff was just weaker, but either way, Fuji the Magmortar is up next with a Fire Blast, Focus Blast. Definitely a huge special attack there, so going to be pretty powerful as well. And last but not least is Wuju the Gallade, who I updated a little bit, gave it the Gallade Ice, so we are going to be able to see a Mega Evolution in this episode. But this is going to be the final throwback team for Pokemon Platinum, a little bit updated of course with new moves and Mega Evolutions. So without further ado, if you guys are excited, make sure to hit that like button, and let's get to it as we take on Branch Chief Faba. And I think this guy actually only appears on the first day of the month, but thankfully changing the 3DS time works, even though now I guess I won't be able to do Pokepelago, which kind of sucks, but it's worth it for challenging Faba finally, because I was waiting for so long for this guy to appear, and he is finally here. Champion! Now that is a title that everyone in Alola would bow down to. I'm already a champion when it comes to power and prestige after all. Taking this title would be my just desserts. Well, we'll see about that, Mr. Faba. I am ready for some dessert. I mean, I guess I'm always ready for dessert. I'm just always kind of hungry, but especially for some sweets. So here we go, taking on Aether Foundation Faba. No longer the Branch Chief, I guess. I know he definitely used to be that, because I always compared him to Dwight Schrute, the assistant to the regional manager. I don't know, I always thought he was like the assistant to the president, Lusamine. I guess he's Faba though, but he's starting off here with a Slowbro, and I'm not really sure this is too great for Cool Whip, so I might switch out here on the first. Actually, no, this is okay. We definitely have some good moves. Even the Hidden Power apparently is super good against it. And apparently we've also got the Ghost type Z power, so you know what? It's been a while since I've done a solo Pokemon Sun and Moon episode, so let's get off with it. Another Z power. I just realized it has been quite a while since the last episode, since I was over at A-Drives for a week, and then the latest episode. Oh no, I've got the battle animations off. Are you kidding me? Alright, well that was kind of anticlimactic. Alright, this time around with the battle animations hopefully on, we're going to take a look at the Z move once again and hopefully take down Faba Slowbro. But as I was saying, it's been quite a while since the last episode, since I was over at Dan or A-Drive's house for basically the last week, and then I did an episode with Roger yesterday, which I hope you guys enjoyed. By the way, I know I didn't do the best in the battle, but hey, we get to make up for it today by taking down this Slowbro. No problemo there. Last night took an L, but tonight we bounce back, guys, as we take down Faba's first Pokemon. And it looks like Raichu is up next here, so I think I'm going to try out Quaker. I do want to actually try to show off as many of the Pokemon from the Platinum team as we can, of course, as I've done in the previous episodes, but Faba does only have 5 Pokemon, and I guess we have 6, so might not get to all of them exactly. I don't know if I would really want to show off the Mega Gallade, because of course Mega Evolutions aren't really a thing here in Alola, so I always feel a little bit sketchy just using them, because I don't know, there's not actually, first of all, not every Mega Evolution is in the game, so of course since I've recreated some of the teams for this playthrough, I did manage to get the Mega Stones, but they're not normally available in the game. I just did it for the recreation of the teams, but either way, I guess Mega Evolutions just feel kind of weird because of that in this game. I know some of them are for sale, at the battle tree, but those battle points are pretty dang hard to get. Either way, the Earthquake, of course, destroys Faba's Raichu. He's just chilling back there, not even caring. But I guess Hypno is his next Pokemon, and we can definitely go for Vanilla up next on this. I'm going to give it a swift knockoff. I don't know if it'll have any item, because I think knockoff does do double damage if the enemy has an item. So I don't know if this Pokemon of Faba's here does have an item or not, but Vanilla's putting that ice pressure on, and here we go for the knockoff. I don't think he's going to have an item, but holy moly. Okay then, that's still going to destroy him. I guess I was underestimating Vanilla a little bit. Definitely a powerful Pokemon there, but getting buffeted by the Sandstorm, no problem at all. Alakazam is going to be up next, so only 2 more Pokemon left. And I guess to show off our entire team, we'll go for Pacific up next, the starter Pokemon that I apparently used during this Platinum playthrough. I actually don't remember this that well, because I feel like I would have picked a Infernape at any situation. Like, I just love Infernape so much that I feel like I would have used Infernape, but apparently I had the Empoleon, and must have been pretty good, because I definitely underestimate the Emperor Penguin starter Pokemon here a lot of times. So let's go for the Flash Cannon and see how much that does on the Alakazam, which I was expecting to actually have a Z-move of some kind, but I guess it's not going for it, or it probably thinks it's not really worth it. I'm not sure, but with the leftovers on Pacific, that's going to be healing us up for the very little damage that the Alakazam managed to do. Oh, come on, bruh. You gotta be kidding me. It actually went for the Disable, which is totally going to disable the attack we just went for. Not great, but it's alright. Like I said earlier, we're going to bounce back real quick with Scald. I don't know why that song's been stuck in my head. I guess it is pretty dang catchy, but anyway, Faba back there, issuing those commands. I like how we got to see like a little glimpse of him for a second. Like, I probably should have waited a little bit longer, because I do love how the camera like zooms around the battlefield in this game. That's definitely one of the things about Sun and Moon that I really appreciate. Kind of a small addition, but the characters being in the background of battles is just so awesome, and I really hope they keep that in future Pokemon games. Like, I don't see why they'd really get rid of it, I guess, but it is definitely a welcome and awesome addition in my opinion. But anyway, next up we've got a Bruxish coming out, the final Pokemon. And even though this final Pokemon that I'm going for, Fuji, is not the greatest option against a Bruxish, I guess we're going to try it out anyway. Faba, bring it out. Let's see it. There it is. The beautiful, glamorous Bruxish. Such a weird Pokemon, honestly. I'm not going to lie, guys. I guess I'm a pretty big fan of Bruxish just because it's so weird. But I don't know. I guess I always liked Stunfisk as well. I don't know. I feel like they're a little bit similar. Maybe not too much. But we're going to go for the Focus Blast, which I guess is not going to be very effective. It is a Psychic type, of course. Psychic and Water type. And it's going for the Psychic Fangs. An attack that you don't see too often. Oh my goodness. We even get the Flame Body. Yo. That is actually super lucky, because now, even if Magmortar gets taken down next turn, which we probably will, you know what? I'm going to save Magmortar. I'm going to save you the trouble, buddy. We're going to go for our final Pokemon, the last one to show off on this team. And that is, of course, Wuju, the Gallade, who wasn't quite a Mega Gallade, of course, during Platinum, because Mega Evolution didn't really exist back then. Thank goodness for Mega Evolution. I actually really like it, even though it's not as prevalent in Sun and Moon. I think that's the word. But there it is, the Mega Evolution. And we're actually just going to go straight Sneak in here, reacting to the Keystone, actually, first of all. Oh, I guess there's no animation for it in this game. Huh, that's a little bit strange. I guess there's the entrance of the Pokemon animation, but I mean the character activating the Mega Stone. Of course, for Z-moves, they got all the cool dances now, but Shadow Sneak to finish off the Bruxish. And I just love Mega Gallade. So awesome with, like, the cape. What is that called, actually? The Matador? Is that what it is? The guy with the bull and the red cape? I don't know what I'm trying to say. This child has an exclamation point. Okay. Don't know what you meant by that, but I admit you have potential. You have proved to me that my judgment of you when we first met was flawless. As usual, you are a worthy champion. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Faba. That is, of course, the second to last title defense here in Sun and Moon. Doing it with the Platinum team this time around, so let's give a quick shout out to all of the team members from that playthrough. Another blast from the past. Honestly, it's been really awesome seeing all of the teams from the previous playthroughs. As I mentioned, a lot of times I don't actually remember a lot of these because at least this playthrough I feel like was like 4 or 5 years ago or something, so it's definitely been a while since I played Platinum for the last time, but I do love that game. Maybe I'll have to revisit it sometime. But either way, thank you guys once again for watching. As I mentioned, there is one more champion title defense here in Sun and Moon, so stay tuned for the final episode of the Let's Play of Pokemon Sun and Moon. I can't believe it's finally coming to an end, but it had to happen at some point, and I guess it's gonna be the next episode. So see you all next time.